Late last year, Apple introduced their in-house developed M1 chip that would feature in future lines of devices. They claimed it outperforms industry-leading chips and allowed their computers to use apps exclusive to their mobile devices. Intel, longtime supplier of Apple's computer chips, got a bit fussy that they were being phased out by their clients. They retaliated, saying the M1 wasn't all it was cracked up to be. With a series of charts running benchmark tests, the M1 wasn't optimized for. It was a bit like saying a leaf blower is bad because it's suboptimal for shoveling snow.
Take that, Tim Cook.
The M1 doesn't outperform all of Intel's higher-end chips in the larger Apple products, but it is a significant step forward in performance and an enormous leap in power efficiency for Apple's portable devices. The Apple Silicon line of chips are going to be the future of their products. At what point they'll completely drop Intel is unknown. Intel's upcoming 12th generation chips will be a similar system-on-a-chip product to the M1, so maybe we will see that in some Apple devices in the future. But for now, the M1 MacBook Airs and MacBook Pros have a stark edge over the 2020 i5 MacBooks. So does that mean those computers are already obsolete? Certainly not. There are advantages the i5 MacBooks have over the M1 at present. The i5s have double the ports, and since one of those will likely be used for charging a chunk of the time, that's 3 ports versus 1. And if you're plugging into an external monitor, that's 0 ports you have. Currently, the M1 chip does not natively support more than one external display. According to an article on Macworld, workarounds are possible but may become obsolete with future updates. The lack of multiple displays might be negligible for you, but the inability to run certain apps might not. Many applications do not run natively on M1 Macs. You need to download a program called Rosetta 2, which translates the code of an Intel-optimized application into something the M1 can work with. WhatsApp, Discord, Audacity, Adobe Reader, and the Adobe Suite, along with many Microsoft applications and games, require Rosetta, while some don't work at all. This is all according to isappleSiliconReady.com, which keeps track of M1 compatibility with apps. There are thousands the site has yet to test. If the apps you need don't work with the M1, the i5 is still a safe bet. All that said, many report unoptimized apps work better through Rosetta on the M1 than they do on similar Intel products. For example, a popular video by Max Tech tested the 2020 M1 and i5 MacBook Pros and found that despite having to emulate Final Cut Pro, the M1 outperformed in render times, playback, and exporting, all intense GPU-demanding processes. This isn't to say there aren't issues emulating programs, but tests like these are promising. New i5 MacBooks cost more due to mostly the extra ports, but because of how powerful the M1 is, exceptional portable computers, not even a year old, are now hundreds of dollars less expensive in the used market. The M1 will undoubtedly set a new standard for Apple products, but the i5 MacBooks are still excellent computers with stabler support and some significant key features. And if it's classic or soon-to-be classic Macs you're looking for, you can find them on Techable.com. We have an extensive catalog of used and refurbished Apple products such as iMacs, iPhones, and yes, the 2020 i5 MacBook Pro and MacBook Air. Check out the link in the description, and while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Techable. Stay informed out there, friends. We'll see you next time.